Legends and Lore of Ukraine Episode 2, The Legend of Zalyvka Lake Monster. The Legend of Zalyvka Lake Monster. In the heart of the Carpathian mountains lies a lake untouched by time, its glassy surface reflecting the jagged peaks that stand as sentinels to a world of ancient secrets. This is Zalyvka Lake, a place where silence reigns, broken only by the faint whisper of wind through the pines and the occasional splash that sends ripples across the water. A splash, some say, belongs to something far more extraordinary than fish or fowl. Since the dawn of human curiosity, bodies of water have held a magnetic pull over our imaginations. They are both a source of life and a reminder of our fragility, their depths a symbol of the unknown. Stories of monstrous creatures lurking beneath the surface have long haunted the collective psyche. But here, in the shadowed embrace of the Carpathians, the legend of the Zalyvka Lake Monster stirs a uniquely Ukrainian sense of awe and dread. The lake itself is a picture of serene beauty, especially at twilight. As the sun dips below the horizon, the waters shift from sapphire to a deep foreboding black, concealing whatever secrets may linger beneath. Locals say that on quiet nights, if you listen carefully, you can hear something stirring, as though the lake itself is breathing. Legends speak of a creature as old as the mountains, a serpent-like beast whose presence is both a curse and a blessing. Despite the fear, the allure remains. Travelers, scientists, and skeptics alike are drawn to the lake, hoping to unravel its mysteries. And yet, myths have a way of enduring. This is where our journey begins. At the edge of a lake, in the stillness of the Carpathian wilderness, where the water holds its secrets close, daring us to peer into the abyss and confront the mysteries that lurk beneath. The legend of the Zalyvka Lake Monster stretches back centuries, whispered among villagers and travelers who dared to venture near the secluded waters. The earliest tales come from the Hutsul people, who spoke of a mighty serpent that dwelled in the lake's depths, an entity both revered and feared. In these stories, the monster's appearance often carried profound meaning. For some, it was a harbinger of good fortune, its sighting coinciding with bountiful harvests or the safe return of hunters. For others, it was an omen of disaster. Villagers would recount times when the beast was seen just before deadly storms or failed crops. Whether blessing or curse, one thing remained clear. The Zalyvka creature was no ordinary inhabitant of the waters, but a force to be reckoned with. Those who claim to have seen the monster describe it as both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Witnesses speak of a massive serpent-like creature, its body undulating through the water with a sinuous grace. Covered in dark glistening scales, it is said to shimmer in the moonlight. Its most distinctive feature is its eyes, large luminous orbs that glow faintly in the dark. Some say its gaze feels almost sentient, as though the creature is studying those who dare intrude upon its domain. The beast is swift, capable of moving through the water with astonishing speed, leaving behind ripples that seem to linger unnaturally long. The Zalyvka Lake Monster's size remains a subject of speculation. Some describe it as being over 20 feet long. Others claim it is even larger, a leviathan whose true dimensions are impossible to grasp. Eyewitness accounts vary, but all agree on one thing: the creature is a master of its environment, disappearing into the depths as quickly as it appears, leaving nothing behind but a chilling sense of unease. The legend of the Zalyvka Lake Monster is rooted in ancient folklore and supported by numerous eyewitness accounts. These sightings add layers of intrigue to the mystery. One of the earliest recorded sightings comes from a traveling merchant in the late 1800s. He claimed to see something massive rise from the water just a few meters away. The creature's head emerged, described as serpentine, with glistening scales. Its glowing eyes locked onto him, freezing him in place with terror. The beast then submerged, nearly capsizing his boat. In the summer of 1986, a group of hikers camped near the shores of Zalyvka Lake. They noticed a strange, elongated shadow moving beneath the surface. One of the hikers snapped several photographs. The images showed a dark, serpentine figure at least 20 feet long. In recent years, sightings of the Zalyvka Lake Monster have persisted. Kayakers have reported feeling resistance beneath their paddles. Fishermen speak of their lines being dragged violently into the water. A drone operator captured footage of an elongated shadow moving beneath the lake's surface. Though inconclusive, the video has become popular among believers. From a cryptozoological standpoint, the Zalyvka Lake Monster offers tantalizing possibilities for those who study the unexplained. Cryptozoologists theorize that the creature could be a surviving member of a prehistoric species, akin to how some believe the Loch Ness monster might be a plesiosaur or an evolved aquatic reptile. The remote and largely unspoiled environment of the Carpathian mountains could theoretically provide a habitat capable of sustaining a small population of ancient aquatic creatures. If Zalyvka Lake connects to underground rivers or deeper unexplored ecosystems, it might allow a species to remain undetected. The creature's serpentine body and glistening scales evoke comparisons to the mosasaurs or large ichthyosaurs that dominated the prehistoric seas. Others suggest that the Zalyvka creature could be a previously undiscovered species of aquatic mammal. Its purported ability to rise and submerge with grace and speed aligns with behaviors observed in dolphins or seals. The legend of the Zalyvka monster shares striking similarities with other lake cryptids around the world. Loch Ness Monster, Scotland, described as a serpentine or dinosaur-like creature often linked to theories of plesiosaurs. Ogopogo, Canada, a large undulating lake creature with alleged spiritual connections to the indigenous people of the Okanagan Valley. Lake Tianqi Monster, China, reported to have sleek dark skin and move in groups, suggesting the possibility of a thriving population. These parallels hint at a universal human fascination with mysterious bodies of water and the creatures that may dwell within them. For skeptics, the Zalyvka Lake Monster is less a biological anomaly and more a case of misidentification or environmental phenomena. Misidentified large fish. One of the most common explanations is that sightings of the creature are actually encounters with large fish native to the region, such as sturgeons. Floating debris. Logs, vegetation, and other debris floating on the lake's surface can sometimes create the illusion of a large moving object. Optical illusions. Light and water often conspire to deceive the human eye. Reflections on the lake's surface, particularly during twilight or foggy conditions, can distort shapes and create the appearance of movement where there is none. Psychological factors. Another natural explanation lies in the psychology of those who report encounters. The power of suggestion, particularly in a region steeped in folklore, can influence how people interpret ambiguous sights or sounds. While cryptozoologists and skeptics continue to debate the origins of the Zalyvka Lake Monster, one thing remains clear. The legend thrives on its ability to straddle the line between plausible and fantastical. Whether the creature is a remnant of the prehistoric world, a clever optical illusion, or a reflection of human curiosity, its story ensures that Zalyvka Lake remains a place of wonder, where science and mystery coexist in delicate balance. The Zalyvka Lake Monster has become deeply ingrained in the cultural tapestry of the Carpathian region, serving as both a symbol of natural wonder and a cautionary tale. In local folklore, the Zalyvka creature is often portrayed not as a malevolent force but as a guardian of the lake's pristine waters. Over the centuries, villagers have performed small rituals to appease the spirit of the lake. These ceremonies often involve offerings of bread, milk, or small tokens cast into the water. During harvest festivals, some communities include a moment of silence to honor the lake's guardian. The Zalyvka legend has been instrumental in promoting ecotourism in the Carpathians. Guided tours around the lake often include discussions of the monster's folklore. Schools in the region teach children about the Zalyvka monster as part of lessons on respecting nature. Whether seen as a spiritual protector or a tourist attraction, the Zalyvka creature ensures that the lake remains a source of wonder and inspiration for generations to come. The legend of the Zalyvka Lake Monster has evolved from a local tale into a cultural phenomenon, inspiring stories, art, and traditions that captivate both locals and visitors. Stories and literature. The Zalyvka creature features prominently in books and short stories that blend folklore with fiction. Local authors weave the monster into tales of mystery, romance, or adventure. Some works reimagine the creature as a misunderstood guardian, protecting the lake from human greed. Art and craftsmanship. Art inspired by the Zalyvka Lake Monster is common in the Carpathian region. Painters depict the creature rising from mist-shrouded waters, while sculptors carve its likeness into wood and stone. Souvenirs such as necklaces and keychains often feature the creature's iconic silhouette. Festivals and celebrations. The Zalyvka Monster is the centerpiece of local festivals. Events include storytelling sessions, nighttime boat tours, and mock monster hunting expeditions for children. Food stalls serve dishes named after the creature, blending folklore with culinary creativity. Modern technology and explorations. Advances in technology have opened new avenues for investigating the lake's depths. Sonar mapping has revealed unusual shapes on the lakebed, fueling speculation about the creature. Underwater drones equipped with cameras capture images of the lake's flora and fauna. Eyewitness accounts in the digital age. Social media has given a new platform to those who claim to have encountered the creature. Videos and photos circulate online, sparking debates and reigniting interest in the legend. Unanswered questions. Despite numerous efforts, the question of what lies beneath Zalyvka Lake remains unanswered. The legacy of the Zalyvka Lake Monster endures because it satisfies a deep human yearning for the unknown. There's something timeless about a legend like the Zalyvka Lake Monster. It speaks to the enduring power of mystery, the way a simple ripple on a quiet lake can spark centuries of stories. In a world increasingly mapped and measured, such tales remind us of the vastness that still exists, not only in nature, but in human imagination. The Zalyvka Lake Monster captures something primal within us, the need to explore, to question, and to believe in the extraordinary. Whether you see it as a guardian of the lake or a product of storytelling, its legend invites us to embrace the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the legend of the Zalyvka Lake Monster. If you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, and share. Next time, we'll uncover the chilling story of the Wailing Woods of Policia, where ghostly cries haunt those who dare enter. Until then, keep your mind curious and your eyes open.